Wheels of Time, a retrospective on automotive innovation, is a series highlighting the significant developments in both the automotive industry and motorsports, showcasing the rapid advancements in technology, the establishment of notable and iconic brands, and the constant changes in competitive racing as a popular sport. Each lap that the Wheels of Time completes represents another transformative period that laid the groundwork for future innovations in both vehicle manufacturing and racing.
And next up, the top 50 most significant developments in the automotive industry and motorsports for the year 1988. Did you know that Chrysler became the first automaker to offer driver's side airbags as standard equipment, making a pivotal advancement in vehicle safety in 1988? On March 20th, 1988, the last Pontiac Fiero rolled off the assembly line, concluding the production of America's first mass-produced mid-engine sports car. In 1988, the Toyota Supra was released. Toyota launched the Supra Turbo, enhancing its performance lineup and appealing to sports car enthusiasts around the world. Also in 1988, the Nissan 300ZX Turbo debuts, featuring advanced technology and performance improvements. Additionally, the second-generation RX-7 Turbo from Mazda arrived, combining rotary engine technology with turbocharging for additional performance. And not to be outdone, Toyota introduced its supercharged MR2 model in 1988, boosting their mid-engine sports cars' power and appeal. Meanwhile, the Hyundai Excel gained popularity in the United States, making Hyundai's strong entry into Western markets. Also in 1988, the Acura Legend continues to rise in popularity, and the Integra was acknowledged for its performance and design, earning a spot on Car and Driver's 10 Best list. Meant to compete with the Japanese automakers, General Motors begins planning to bring the Saturn brand to U.S. markets. With the Fox Body Mustang at the height of its popularity, it secured a position amongst the top 10 best cars for the year 1988. At the same time, the Saab 9000 Turbo was celebrated for its engineering and performance, also making it on the 10 best car and driver list. Meanwhile, in Lower Saxony, BMW introduced the E34 5 Series, which became a luxury sedan benchmark. At the same time, completion nears on Toyota's development of the new Lexus brand, with its public debut coming in 1989. In 1988, the Peugeot 405 was awarded European Car of the Year, while Volkswagen acquires a stake in Seat, strengthening its foothold in Southern Europe. Capitalizing on the legacy of the famed Magnum PI Ferrari 308, Ferrari decides to introduce the 328 GTS, refining its V8 lineup, introducing a 3.2-liter V8 and a facelifted version of the iconic 308. In 1988, the Jaguar XJ220 concept car is revealed, and it's viewed as a precursor to the modern supercars. Speaking of concept cars, Mitsubishi introduced the Galant VR4, which would later evolve into a rally legend. Audi continues to promote its Quattro all-wheel drive systems through its Trans Am and IMSA racing programs, influencing all-wheel drive's future popularity. Mercedes-Benz continues to advance anti-lock braking systems, also known as ABS, and making them more available in passenger cars throughout 1988. Also in 1988, the U.S. Clean Air Act sees revisions pushing for stricter emission standards across the board. Meanwhile, in Formula One, Ayrton Senna clinched his first world championship driving for McLaren Honda, showcasing exceptional skill, and as a result, McLaren Honda dominated the Formula One season, winning 15 out of 16 races. Honda engines proved dominant, powering the McLaren MP44 to victory after victory, setting a record for the highest percentage of laps led in a season at 97.3%. In one of the most iconic races in the Formula One season of 1988, after stalling at the start, Senna made a remarkable comeback to win the Japanese Grand Prix, securing his championship that year. His teammate Alain Prost made a strong performance. He won 7 races, including the Brazilian Grand Prix, Monaco, the French Grand Prix, and contributed to McLaren's dominance, but loses the championship title to Senna. Ferrari had the sole victory outside of McLaren during the 1988 season in Formula One, which was earned by Gerhard Berger, securing the only win of the season at Monza, breaking McLaren's shutout winning streak. Formula One's legendary designer Adrian Newey develops the March 881, considered one of the best handling cars of that season. The Monaco Grand Prix stands out as one of the most iconic races in Formula One history, especially the 1988 Grand Prix. It's highlighted as one of Senna's most dominant F1 performances and brings about the famed Lap of the Gods. The Monaco Grand Prix has always showcased Formula One glamour, and in 1988 it celebrated its 46th running and continues to be a prestigious race that is highlighted on the Formula One calendar even today. In 1988, F1 saw the end of the turbo era. Regulations begin to curtail the power output of F1 cars, and Nigel Mansell joins with Ferrari. Over in IndyCar and kart, Rick Mears wins the Indianapolis 500, claiming his third Indy 500 victory, leading a dominant performance by Team Penske. Bobby Rahal triumphs at the Pocono 500. His win marked the first and only victory for the Judd engine in IndyCar racing that year. Danny Sullivan wins the Michigan 500, which was a significant victory for him and adds another successful milestone to his resume. In 1988, the Ilmor Chevy Indy V8 engine powered numerous kart wins, showcasing its superiority in the series. In 1988, Al Unser Sr. ran his final full season. He concluded his legendary career, and Jim Crawford made a remarkable comeback after several injuries. Crawford returned to lead laps at the Indy 500, finishing 6th, a notable achievement for him and the Buick V6 engine. Notable events in NASCAR: Bobby Allison wins the Daytona 500 in 1988, which was his third Daytona 500 victory, finishing ahead of his son, Davey Allison. At the same time, the 30th Daytona 500 marks an iconic milestone for NASCAR, solidifying its place in motorsport history. Meanwhile, Bill Elliott maintained strong performances throughout the NASCAR season, dominating at super speedways, including a third-place finish at Watkins Glen. Ricky Rudd triumphed at the Glen that year and secured a victory, demonstrating his skill on road courses. Rusty Wallace won the Atlanta Journal 500, dominating the race, leading 166 laps and earning his 6th win of the season, and it was also a standout season for Rusty, finishing 2nd in the points overall. In 1988, Kenny Schrader secured the Daytona 500 pole, highlighting his qualifying prowess and marking his emergence as a top driver. And wrapping out the NASCAR season for 1988, Dale Earnhardt Sr. endures a challenging season, finishing 3rd overall in points. And in 1988, we saw the inaugural Race of Champions. The new IROC Series event brought together top drivers from various disciplines for head-to-head competition. In the world of endurance and international racing, the 10th Dakar Rally was held, a grueling rally that continues to challenge competitors across harsh terrains, even to this day. In 1988, the 24 Hours of Daytona celebrated its 26th edition and continues as a premier U.S. endurance race, testing team stamina and vehicle durability. 1988 marks the 72nd Indianapolis 500, drawing a massive crowd with 400,000 fans in attendance. The event underscored its popularity and continued significance. The 71st Isle of Man TT continued to challenge riders. This motorcycle race has remained one of the most demanding and dangerous in the world. At the same time, Wayne Rainey and Kevin Schwantz rise in prominence in Grand Prix motorcycle racing, and Eddie Lawson wins the 500cc Motorcycle World Championship for Yamaha. The 56th anniversary of the 24 Hours of Le Mans was celebrated in 1988, where teams competed in the ultimate test of speed and reliability, where Jaguar won the 24 Hour of Le Mans with the XJR9, ending Porsche's dominance. Meanwhile, Mazda continued its WSC development, laying groundwork for their 1991 Le Mans win in the famous four-rotor 787B. 1988 marked the 16th running of the 24 Hours of the Nürburgring. This race continues to challenge drivers on the demanding Nordschleife circuit. The 24 Hours of Spa celebrated its 40th anniversary in 1988. This Belgian endurance race continues to attract top GT teams. In motorcycle racing, the 11th running of the Suzuka 8 Hours took place in 1988, highlighting the popularity of endurance motorcycle racing in Japan. Touring car remains a classic and a staple in Australian motorsport culture, marking the 29th anniversary of the Tooheys 1000, which is a Group A touring car classic. And the 35th Macau Grand Prix continued to be a proving ground for future racing stars. In 1988, the NHRA added 4 new races. The National Hot Rod Association expanded its calendar with events in Sonoma, Seattle, Memphis, and Houston. And at the same time, Bandimere Speedway underwent renovations. The Colorado track was closed for significant updates in 1988, including a new VIP tower. And finally, the Chevrolet Corvette is recognized once again. The Chevrolet Corvette continued its streak by being named Car and Driver's 10 Best for the fourth time in 1988.
The events captured here, though not all-encompassing of this particular year, reflect the dynamic nature of the automotive industry and motorsports as a whole, and how seemingly unrelated events in history are simultaneously connected like links in a chain. It's truly remarkable to think about what we've been able to accomplish with the combined efforts of artists, scientists, chemists, aerodynamicists, machinists, engineers, and the countless numbers of other people that have contributed to the continued turning of the autosphere. Be sure to stay tuned to Break Fix Podcast for episodes where we chat with those very people from the diverse parts of the autosphere, discussing cool careers, captivating personal journeys, and the unique living histories of individuals from all over the industry. Just remember, the wheels of time keep on turning. We don't know where we'll be tomorrow, but those wheels just keep on turning.
This episode is brought to you in part by the Society of Automotive Historians. They encourage research into any aspect of automotive history. The SAH actively supports the compilation and preservation of papers, organizational records, print ephemera and images to safeguard, as well as to broaden and deepen the understanding of motorized wheeled land transportation through the modern age and into the future. For more information about the SAH, visit www.autohistory.org.
We hope you enjoyed another awesome episode of Break Fix Podcast, brought to you by Grand Touring Motorsports. If you'd like to be a guest on the show or get involved, be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Grand Touring Motorsports. And if you'd like to learn more about the content of this episode, be sure to check out the follow-on article at gtmotorsports.org. We remain a commercial-free and no annual fees organization through our sponsors, but also through the generous support of our fans, families, and friends through Patreon. For as little as $2.50 a month, you can get access to more behind-the-scenes action, additional pit stop minisodes, and other VIP goodies, as well as keeping our team of creators fed on their strict diet of Fig Newtons, gummy bears, and Monster. So consider signing up for Patreon today at www.patreon.com/GT Motorsports. And remember, without you, none of this would be possible.